totally took a nap in between filming. So if you see like my eyeshadow that's up into my eyebrow and the glitter up in my hairline, and I'm a hot mess. That quarantine nap though feels so good. That's why I look crazy. I took my eyelashes off and was like, I'm not gonna reapply, we're just gonna go with it. This isn't like our typical one. I already have a cup of cheer going from filming before, so there's no new cup of cheer, we're just going. Also water, because hydrating. This is the Disney quarantine tag. Thanks Dee over at Pink Magic Disney Pink Magic. I'm gonna link her below. So she tagged me and I just had to do this because I bloody love her. Did I say that right? She is heaps of fun. I'm trying to use like all my Australian or all my Aussie stuff. I don't know if that translates for Brits, but we're trying here. But she's so much fun. She's so much like me. We share a deep love for Hercules. She has the most amazing Jim Shore collection. I'm gonna link her channel and her Instagram below. You need to go check it out. She has more Jim Shores than I think the man himself, okay? Her trove of Jim Shore figure treasures is out of this world. Scroll through her Instagram feed. It's so colorful and aesthetically pleasing, just like her. She's so cute. All the pink magic, quirky, like we mesh. So here we go with the Disney quarantine tag. Okay, I need to look up the questions. Okay, it looks like these questions are coming from DisneyNerdd, 2 Ds, double D at the end. Let's see, number 1. How many times have you watched your favorite movie during quarantine? Honestly, 0. I'm super thankful that I'm still employed during this time because a lot of people have lost their jobs and I'm so eternally grateful for that. But I actually have been more busy than normal working from home, so during this quarantine. So I do obviously still have plenty of time to watch my shows and movies on Disney Plus, but I haven't watched any of my favorites. I think tonight I'm finally gonna watch Frozen 2 for the first time since I saw it in the theater. All of my other faves, I wait until I'm like in the mood. Like Pocahontas is like early November, like maybe October. Well, no, I'm doing all my Halloween things in October. It's like early November. I'm like, I'm ready for this. Let's put her in. Ready for my Poca Queen. So, oddly, 0. Wait, I did watch Tangled. I did watch Tangled at the beginning of quarantine. That's one of my favorites. So technically, yeah, but my other ones, that's it. So, not that much, shockingly. If you could be on vacation at any Disney location, which would you choose? Probably Disneyland Paris or Disneyland DCA in California. I think that's later in the tag. We'll get to that. Okay? It's the next question. Just kidding. Have you had to cancel? I knew it was coming up. Have you had to cancel or reschedule a Disney trip? Yes. It was for my birthday and planned in like January or February. I think like late January is when I would have gotten the flights. Yeah. For me and my best friend to go to the West Coast. I've never been to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. It was going to be so fun for my birthday. Oh my god, for Food and Wine Festival, which is so up our alley. And yeah, then everything happened and we obviously couldn't go, so still haven't been to Disneyland. I'm hoping maybe for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween to go, or a time when it's just everything's blown over, and that would be really fun because then I could see Haunted Mansion where it like transforms into Nightmare Before Christmas and Haunted Mansion. So, and the Pirates ride should be well over refurbished by then. I was worried about that, but huge downer. Huge downer. My birthday was the beginning or middle of March, and I was looking forward to that at the end of March, and then we couldn't go, so it was very disappointing. Very, there's something flying. Very sad, but you know, hopefully we'll get there. That's all I can say. All right, and we ramble. I need to like really step it up a notch here. I do want to just show my shirt quick. So first of all, we've got Anna vibes over here, and then Elsa over on this side. Yes, yes. And then my shirt's backwards, but it says Into the Unknown. It's the only thing that doesn't match my sides. This side you have like Anna's print. This would be more from the first movie. And this side's like Elsa. Snowflakes and flurries. Alright. Number 4. We're getting through this. We're trying. If you could ride any Disney ride right now, which would you choose? This is hard because I've only ever been to Disney World. So, I mean, as far as ones I've never been on, I would say I'm dying to ride Pirates. Although, I found pictures in, like, an old family album, which I had to have ridden it. It looked like my dad took the pictures, but there is red with, like, the auction or whatever. So, I've apparently rode Pirates. I don't remember it, so, and it was in, like, her old outfit. So I really want to ride Pirates of the Caribbean because I love those movies, and I really love Red. Out of rides I remember, I would say either Frozen Ever After. I have to. It's just so, like, the technology is so crazy how their faces move, and I mean, obviously it's just so much more upgraded and modern than some of the older rides. Frozen Ever After in Norway, Pavilion and Epcot. Other than that, I like a lot of ones. I really like Splash Mountain. I really like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Is that what it's called? Where they're like digging up the gems. It's so cute. Number 5. If you could eat at any Disney restaurant, which would you choose? Okay, I'm dying to. Now I had our whole itinerary really planned to a T, super excited about it. Oh, it's very depressing. Definitely Pixar Lounge, is that what it's called on Pixar Pier? Pixar Lounge, where everything's Pixar themed. The drinks look insane. That I was really looking forward to going to. We still will. Number 6, which Disney snack are you craving right now? That's a good one. I'm not super into, like, they're good. Churros and all the different Dole Whips and, ooh, I do love Le Fou Brew from Gaston's Tavern. That is so refreshing when you're, like, it's usually wicked hot at the park, so that's a really good, refreshing kind of tasty treat. As of right now, am I craving that? I mean, I guess, yeah, I'll always take a Le Fou Brew. But other than that, I really wanted to try the Fluffernutter, the peanut butter fluff, and, like, I think there's chocolate chips on a churro. I was really looking forward to that. That sounds delish. How about, you know, here at Bangers Bubbly, does the avocado margarita count as a snack from the Mexican Pavilion? Because yum! Yeah, I would take one of those right now. I would take 3 of those right now. Okay, what Disney scents do you have or want in your house? I love Wish's Candle Co. Love Wish's Candle Co. and Circa 1955. I get their, like, subscription, bi-monthly subscription. Wish's, I have countless Wishes candles. Right now I'm burning the Arendelle Aqua, All About That Aqua one that's like peppermint and really, oh, delicious, beautiful blue color. I just finished Gaston's cinnamon rolls, or Gaston, yeah, is that what it is? Gaston's cinnamon rolls from circa 1955. That was a really good, like, sweet smell. And nobody smells like Gaston, you know, like, you know, so I had to bust in again. I already talked about Gaston twice, had to sing it. Okay. Number 8, we're getting there. I talk way too much. Have you streamed Onward yet? Yes, I actually just watched it. It was cute. I love Chris Pratt, so hearing his voice in it and everything, and it was cute. It was very visually pretty, which typical new Disney or Pixar movies are. Not really, I'm not a huge Pixar fan. Like the few Pixar movies that I love, which would be like Brave, all the Toy Stories, Up, and Monsters, University more, but I like Monsters Inc. too. I'm not a huge Pixar fan. But it was cute. It was cute. I liked, like, it definitely had a different storyline than we've seen. But, like, not my fave, you know? What Disney classic movie or TV series have you reconnected with during quarantine? That's a good question. Okay, this is gonna sound really random, but I love anything with nostalgia that reminds me of childhood. I was a huge fan of the original, the OG DuckTales. The new one that's come out is like, alright, they try for the next generation, but the OG one was so good with the Beagle Boys, and I remember I had like a lot of them on, and Magica Dispel. I had them on VHS. There'd be like 3 episodes or something, and there's some really good episodes. So I've just started watching. They have all the seasons on there of the original ones, and I'm waiting till I get to like, there's only really 2 episodes that stick out distinctly in my mind, where they like freeze time. And so Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they go around and they're like freezing time, or freezing people like into stills, and then like doing what they have to do, and it's like this whole joke. Oh my god, that's such a good episode. DuckTales, the danger lurks behind you, there's a stranger after. So good, what to do, just grab onto. So DuckTales, woo! Oh. Go watch it. Go watch it. If you had to pick, alright, number 10. We made it to 10. If you had to pick one Disney character to be quarantined with, who would you choose? Honestly, Flynn Rider. Ever heard of him? He's so hot. I mean, it's not normal, my obsession with cartoons as a grown adult. But oh, we could cuddle, and he'd probably steal stuff from me. But yeah, my obsession with Flynn is, oh my goodness. And then I could like trim his beard and ooh. Okay, yeah, Flynn. We'll leave it at that. Would you be watching Mulan if it was in theaters right now? Yes, yes, yes. My best friend and I, we were talking about, we're not huge fans of the live action, like everybody. I mean, I don't really know anybody who is, but the new Mulan looked really badass. Even though, obviously, I'm always a fan of the classics. It kind of sucks that there's no Mushu and, you know, things like that. But, yes, it looked so amazing. So I definitely will be seeing that when it finally comes out. The soundtrack has Christina Aguilera, like in the original with Reflection. So yes, I'm a huge Tina fan. Yes, yes, yes. That is the first live action that I've been really excited for. Have you pulled a Mulan? Have you cut your own hair? Huh. Like during quarantine? No. My hair is a hot mess. I mean, I've like trimmed my hair before, but during quarantine, no. Oh, that is such a good scene. She like cuts her hair with the sword, and oh, love her. Actually, since you asked about it, even though you didn't, yes, I do love the whole storyline of her, you know, putting herself in drag to be a soldier and everything. Which, spoiler, I'm writing a book semi-similar to that, but with baseball, so I love that type of idea, definitely. Kind of being like a woman undercover in a man's world. And so I do have this t-shirt where, oh, I love this. It has her face, and then in the reflection of the sword is her as a dude. Oh my gosh, so I just love that whole storyline. She shows that she's got what it takes, and then let's just show my clutch too. So here she is, all pretty with her eyeshadow and her bun up with her cute little flower. And then it's like, let's get down to business. And then there she is as a dude, and it's all like shiny, her hair is glittery, and her bun in each one. And so since you asked, I'm just gonna take it upon myself to show off some of my favorite stuff I own. But like, look at that. Yes, I love that. I love Mulan. It sucks that it got delayed, but like, you know what, we'll be there when it comes out. Yeah, but as far as, I'm not touching my hair, and I've been instructed by my stylist not to, because I have obviously crazy color. We're waiting for when she can fix me up, that's all. Are you feeling creative? Crafts, projects? Yes. I've had so many ideas written down for like YouTube videos and repurposing things and making crafts, which now I finally, not only that I have time for it, but I'm actually devoting time to now. You know, I don't really feel guilty kind of doing these projects as I wanted to do, because what else? We're cooped up inside, nothing else to do. You can't go visit friends or relatives, so like perfect time for that. If you got to have a Disney sidekick, which would you pick? Like for my own? Alright, this is tough between Sven, the reindeer, or Miko from Pocahontas, because I love both. Sven, I could like ride places, and he could like protect me, and I love his fur. And then would he come with Kristoff? Because, you know, we'll send Flynn to a different room, and then Kristoff can come in. I love my Disney princes or Disney men too much. It's really embarrassing. And Miko and I could like eat all the time and snack, but Miko can't talk, neither can Sven. Should I pick a sidekick that can talk? Or maybe just one that listens well? Do I want Miko or Sven? This is hard. Miko would steal all my snacks and probably poop all over and be a little shit. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go with Sven. We're gonna go with Sven. Yeah, I think he'd be a good companion. If my car broke down, I could ride him somewhere. Can like keep him out in like a stable. Aww. And maybe he'd come with Kristoff and a ukulele or whatever he plays, banjo, whatever that thing is. Okay. What are you binge watching, TV show, movie series? Honestly, like just, I'm really right now into shows that are live on TV right now. So if I miss them, then I watch them online, which my two main ones right now are Outlander. Huge Outlander fan, and MTV's The Challenge. I've watched that show since 2002, probably, religiously. Like, I'm a Challenge fan. And this season's really good. Total Madness, it's called. So those, I mean, reality show, guilty pleasure, like, yes. So I wouldn't say I'm binging them, because I'm only watching one episode a week, which they filmed before the whole pandemic situation, so that's really good. Otherwise I'd have nothing. But that's pretty much it. What Disney character would handle quarantine best? What Disney character would handle, who's like really resourceful? And I know everybody's saying Punzi because she's used to that kind of quarantine life. Who would handle it really well? This is too, I mean, I'd really have to like dive deep into Disney personality. Cinderella's mice and pets? I mean, because they just like make things out of nothing. I'm gonna say that. That is like I just threw a curveball. Cinderella's mice, like Susie and what's the other one? Gus, Jacques. Yeah. Because they're used to like making stuff out of nothing and being resourceful and adding magic to items that aren't usually magical. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. If this were the work of a Disney villain, which would it be? The pandemic? I think I'm gonna say Jafar, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I can just see him like casting it out with his, what are those things called? It's like a walking stick with the golden serpent on top. I can just see him like casting it all over. I don't know why. He's seems super evil, and I don't know like who else would cause this. I don't have really good reasoning. Last two questions finally. I know. What are you reading right now? I love to read, but I get in moods where it depends. Like I'll read a whole bunch and then I won't read a lot for a while. But I do love to read. I do enjoy it. I'm finishing right now Tim Tebow's second book. I love Tim Tebow, and I love his like religious aspects of his books. He talks about his like trials and tribulations of playing professional sports, and I love him and think he's amazing. He also writes really well and spreads messages, like he's very inspirational. So I usually have like I try to have like one sports book, one romance, one like, I don't know, maybe like biography or, you know, something like that. One like trash book. Spit. Oh, you were just dying to know, so I went and grabbed, oh yeah, like I usually try and have like one self-help book. It depends what kind of mood I'm in, what I read. As long as they're books that I wouldn't get the storylines confused. You know, if you're reading like a whole bunch of the same book, you're like, wait, what book was that part of the plot? So, actually to keep with the Mulan theme, I'm reading this. I also am a historical nerd, but The Woman in Battle. This is about a woman who dresses up and goes undercover as a man to be a Confederate soldier during the Civil War. I'm not very far through that, but because big books like this take me a while to read. But very interesting stuff. So it's the story of, what's her name, Loretta. Oh yeah, it's like she wrote it herself, the woman who actually did this. Loretta Janetta Velasquez or whatever. Oops, so it's based on a true story, which I like. Super interesting. It's like a journal. This is a very like Sioux story. Heroine in times of very like Mulan theme, but during the Civil War, that's really good. And then as far as like self-help kind of funny book is 30 Life Crisis by Lisa Schwartz. Is it Listbug? A YouTuber. And this just screamed me like, focus. She's got like a bottle of wine and her dog in like carrying case, and it says navigating my 30s one drunk baby shower at a time. Forward by Shane Dawson, one of my favorite ever OG YouTubers. So it's a good book too. This is kind of just like a fun. So I'm always reading something. I love reading. Last question. What Disney song best represents how you feel during the quarantine? Okay. That's a good question. I like that. I've always loved Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think it's a very underrated movie. It is darker and more depressing, but the music in it is amazing. The Bells of Notre Dame, Topsy-Turvy, I love that whole Topsy-Turvy Day, that whole scene. Love Esmeralda. Jolly, whatever his name, the little goat, is one of my favorite sidekicks. You can't find merch of him. Love him, side note. He's super cute. I have a fascination with baby goats. I've always loved this song, and I've heard a lot of live versions of it recently, and it's really hit home, is Out There from Hunchback. It's always been beautiful, and I've always loved it. But that song is hitting home right now. It's like, I just want to be out there. I just want to feel normal. I want to just be where all the people are. Hello, Quasimodo, we feel you during quarantine. Totally get that. Got a burp. Of just that longing to be outside and in the public, and he wants to be out of the cathedral, and it's such a pretty scene. He's like going down the rain gutter of the church, of the cathedral. It's flipping beautiful. I'm a huge Hunchback fan. Totally underrated. It's totally underrated, but that song's amazing. We feel you, Quasi. That song is probably one of my favorite all-time Disney songs. It is so gorgeous, and yes, that's hitting home for me. So, whew, finally made it through. There was 19 questions. I don't know if it's because it's like COVID-19, if you meant to do that or what. That took a hot second. And then I'm gonna make my friends do it too. Here we go. Now I am tagging to do this Disney quarantine questionnaire or whatever. I'm tagging my girl Shelby at Bippity Bruner, Abral at Disney Abral, Susan from Twinkling Beauty, and Terryn of Twinkle, that's a tongue twister. Terryn of Twinkle Bell Terryn. So you four, it's your turn. But if you haven't done it, it's on you now. Everybody, we're in this. We're all in this together. And it's gotta be over soon. So just continue to take the precautions, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Out there, strolling by the sand, taste the morning out there, like ordinary men who freely walk about there. Just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resent, won't despair, all and bent